What up, though, guys? You already know it's your girl, Jaja. Listen, we at DR2 Studios with some amazing celebrities, internationally known, okay? And I'm so super duper excited because I got the one and only Miss Ciara, y'all. She premiering a new person later on. Be ready, be ready. And then you already know, okay? Not only do we spit on the ones and twos, keeping the party going, but he is one of those loving characters that just comes right into your living room, your life, and you just fall in love. The one and only big role, not the little one, okay? So you both are amazing actors, actresses, and you are doing great work with DR2.
Thank you.
What made you walk into that journey and step in and say, you know what, I want to take a chance on myself and I want to start acting?
Am I first?
Go, you can go, whoever want to jump in. It's double dutch over here.
So first and foremost, I met Dennis on set for the first film that I support lead called Three Keys.
Okay.
Shout out to Mina Monroe.
Yes.
And that's where I met Dennis. And I said, hey, I know you. And I told him about the First Lady movie. He was like, I said, you know, are you looking for anybody, you know,
Yes.
to act? And he was like, you know what? I might have a spot for you. He was like, give me a call.
Come on.
So I called him, and that's when he put me in Paper Heart.
I love that spot for you. What about you?
For me, it was something I always wanted to do, but it was I was kind of like anxious about it, kind of nervous about it,
Okay.
just because it was something that I knew would be work for me, and
Yeah.
a lot of things that I did or that I've always done has kind of been easy for me, and then I kind of saw my people doing it, you know, like I've been supporting Kamal ever since his plays, like I think his
Yes.
first play, you know, like 3 or 4 plays I went to.
Come on.
And I would just see all my friends up there, and I'm like, man, one day. And then I think me and Dennis have a mutual friend, and,
Okay.
and I didn't even know that he knew who like Dennis, like they're that close.
Right.
And he reached out to him a couple of times, and then they finally I had a meeting with him, and then ever since then it's been on.
I love that for both of you. Totally separate stories, but you're literally walking by faith and not by sight. And I love the fact that Dennis created these opportunities not only for you both to have leading roles, but to follow your dreams, and that's a beautiful thing. Yes. And you guys were on Street Legal. And the people, I ain't talking about what I heard, I'm talking about what I know. The people said, this the Black Law and Order. Like to be a part of something of that magnitude, right? Because we watched Law and Order, right? You know what I mean? And dun dun, you know, we knew those iconic moments and sounds and storylines and those cliffhangers. And to turn around and put your amazing faces with melanin and look like us on a regular basis. What was that like on that first episode? Because, baby, if you ain't seen it yet, if you ain't saw it yet, excuse my vernacular, you better go watch it.
Yeah.
But what was that like?
It was fun.
Okay.
It was definitely fun. It was kind of challenging for me because...
Really?
Yeah, because when we were in rehearsal, because I'm like a goofy person.
Okay.
I'm not really taking that serious.
Okay.
So when we were like in rehearsal and stuff, Dennis was like, no, I need for you to be like a B-I-T-C-H. I need for you to be...
So he pulled another version of you out.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
So I was just like, all right. So I went home and I just kept studying, practicing. So when I went back to the second rehearsal, I was totally off script.
Come on.
He loved it. He like, you off script too? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right. Yeah. But my overall experience, it was like beautiful.
I love that.
Again, because he made me switch into a different character. So
Yes.
I definitely enjoyed that.
I love that for you,
definitely.
especially knowing that you have to grow into a character, right? Now, you still call her baby mama. What?
Yeah.
Tell me.
It's one of those moments, like, you know, first of all, it's an honor to be like the you know, kind of the lead or whatever, or the highlight of the first episode of something that, who knows, it could be 19, 20 seasons, like the real Law and Order. You know
Let's
what I mean?
go.
So to be that first, like the first thing people see, and then to know that people like saw the first episode and wanted to continue on makes me feel, and I'm pretty sure everybody else making feel like we did that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? 'Cause
absolutely.
for me, I was terrified.
Really?
And it's so crazy because I'm used to being on stage, I'm used to being in front of the camera, but just seeing all these people that I've been watching, and it's like, man, I'm sitting here next to this person and this person, and I'm like, not off script. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, I just don't want to look stupid.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So
Well, you definitely couldn't. You definitely didn't look stupid, and you definitely couldn't tell that you were nervous, or that this was either one of your first episode, or even your first time like really acting with Dennis. What was it like working with your castmates? Because I know you were mentioning like I was watching these people. Now I'm on set with these people. Were you picking up on any skills from anybody? Were you like, okay, I like how they did that?
Yeah. Oh no. Of course. It's like that's all you can do. Like somebody like Ebony or Angel or China. Like these people. Like the dopest thing about them is they made through all of that they made made us feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like we're looking at them like that, but they not looking. They like, yo, you right here with me.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome. And then and it just kind of felt like a family after the by the time we got to actually filming. I was in the groove and I was kind of took my normal self. But those first couple were like table readings and rehearsals, man. He like if I remember right, Dennis was like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, I'm Ro.
Yeah.
He like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm Ro."
What?
And everybody looking at me and I'm like,
Wrong answer.
and people tapping me like, "No, bro, you Hakeem." And I'm like, "Oh, Hakeem." And then he started asking me questions, and I'm like, but the dope thing about it is, I said that would never happen to me again.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like he started asking me questions about like my daughter and my baby mama and this, and I'm like, man, I didn't even read the script. Like I read the script, but I didn't like I hadn't learned that aspect of digging into that deep into it yet. And it just was an eye opener, you know what I'm saying? But it kind of put me on my game from that day forward.
I love that. And Dennis is known to make people bring more out of themselves into the character. Did you find yourself like, okay, I gotta dive into this character? Because being from Detroit, we've dealt with a lot of violence, a lot of traumatic experiences, and to be a part of Street Legal, you're literally taking a traumatic experience and bringing it to the TV screen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What were some of the similarities for your character, and who was your character in the first episode?
My character was Portia, and I am a baby mama in real life.
Me too. You're an ex-wife.
Yeah. So it kind of felt like an ex-wife in a way too, because I've been with my child's father since I was 19. I'm 29. We broke up about 2 years back.
Okay.
But it's definitely hurtful, but it is what it is. But as Portia, I can relate to her because she has the child at home with her, 90% of the time, while the baby daddies
I'll do this thing.
I'll do their thing, working or whatever they have to do. And so also I've been in a domestic violence relationship before. So it was easier for me to like body the fear, the emotions, and the anger, because a lot of women, they get hit on, they don't just cry. I mean, we cry, we are sad, but deep down we're angry. We
the rage.
Why? And we're tired. We're fed up. And so I feel like I had a lot of relatable moments doing that. And that's why I feel like it was so natural for me to make those certain faces. And again, when Dennis told me, I need for you to be me. I need for you to be a B.I. Right now you're being Ciara, and I don't need you to be Ciara. I need you to be Portia. So like I said, I went home, I studied. And when I came back, Ebony Tate, like huge shout out to her and Deborah Lane Spencer.
Okay, and especially Deb. Deb is that deal.
Because I've watched them.
Yeah.
So it just felt amazing. Again, when we was at our second rehearsal, and both of them told me, like, you're a natural.
Come on.
Like, I got
Come on.
saying that again. That's how much I love acting. I've always wanted to be an actress since I was a little girl.
Yes.
Always. My grandmother used to be a background dancer for Aretha Franklin.
I love that.
To her. So, it's in my DNA. So
I love that. And you said you were going to go back, and that'll never happen to you again. And she had to dive into a character that built up some traumatic experiences. There were some wounds there, The character that you play, tell me about it, and how does that relate to you as a young black man?
Well, Hakeem was kind of like me, magnified. Like he had more money than I had. So I just kind of had to play myself up a little bit. The relation to it is being a girl dad, and kind of having that space to like think that I will do anything for this little girl.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even lie about whatever to make sure she's good. So that's something that I tapped into that was super relatable.
I love that. And to the parents and families that watch Street Legal, what do you hope for them to gain after they watch these episodes and when they go out into these Detroit streets, these Michigan streets, or around the world? Because everybody's watching Detroit right now, especially on the platform of Tubi and so many other platforms for you amazing Detroit actors and actresses. Like, what do you hope that our people and people that view it will gain after they watch those episodes?
I hope they gain more respect for one another. That's really, really big here in Detroit, Michigan. A lot of us, we argue and beef over just stupidity things, you know, things that's not really serious. Oh, he stole my shoes, or oh, he's sleeping with my baby mama, or she's sleeping with my baby daddy. That's how my sister was murdered, you know? So it's like, come on, y'all. We have to do better as a city, and please pay attention to these episodes because it's not just entertainment; it's also education.
Come on, I love that. I felt that in my soul. Bro, what? Come on.
For me, I love how I guess I want the connection to be that to let people know that we're telling their story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because as far as I know, every one of these stories is somewhat ripped from the headlines, or has a level of
truth to
like
it.
It happened to someone in real life. So just we're trying to tell this story to the world with respect, with class, with quality, like with everything. And because like you said, so many people are going through these things, and it's just if you can hear this story and hopefully it doesn't happen to one family. It's it's a job done.
I love that. Now, for the people that are watching, how can they find you? How can they follow you? How can they watch your story and continue to be fans of what you guys have going on? Because you've taken the heart by storm with Street Legal, and they love y'all. So how can they find you? How can they follow you? Whatever you got coming up next.
You guys can follow me on social media, Instagram. That's Ciara_Michelle, Ciara_Michelle with 1 L.
Okay. And what you got coming up?
Right now I have Friends to Foes already out, so make sure you guys check that out. And Loyalty Over Trust.
Okay, that movie was so good.
You got up in that too.
Man, I had to take my shoes off. That movie was so good, bro.
I love that.
I never saw you like that.
I know.
Man, I went to work for you. I was like, if y'all hiring, y'all need a female on y'all team. Because, man, everybody got paid.
Yeah.
But everybody got played too. But y'all got to watch it. Okay.
Roll_spit on Instagram. And like Tubi, just type in Roll Spit.
Yeah. I love the fact that it's the remote that you done used that remote a few times tonight. Now you on a remote. Now you on there. I love that. You already know.
Yeah, they have to tune in to Tubi.
They got to.
Tubi is like,
It's
yeah.
It's where it's at, baby. And DR2 is where it's at too. Yeah. Shout out to Dennis Reed and all the amazing cast, directors, cast and crew. Listen, shout out to Millie Rock. Y'all need her on every block. Street Legal. Y'all better check it out. It's your girl Jaja. Peace.